From RJPC.com, coming to you today to do a brief demo video on this Sony wireless headset here. The headset is really nice. It plays really good. I'm going to do a demo on it, and this is what we got going on here. It's the first time coming to my YouTube channel. I like to do demo videos, intro videos, and sneak peek videos, and my reason for doing these videos is to give you, the potential buyer, a heads up as to what you're getting. I talk about the item's condition, if it's a working item, it's an item being sold for not parts, not working, and so forth. With this particular item here, I like to point out its overall condition. The overall condition on the headset itself is clean. Minor little marks on it, very light from what I could see here. Okay, it's got light scuff marks on here. All right, but overall, it's a nice condition. The only thing I do want to point out with this here, let me just make the screen a little bigger here so I could just get a full idea of what I'm showing you. As you can see, this is the Sony, it's the TMR RF960R, I believe it's the model. It's got settings in the back here, folks. You can see that there. Okay, all right, different settings. That's my hand marks there, of course. And you can see it's got different channels here. It's got the channel 1, 2, and 3. I think I'm on channel 2 right now. It says something about filter. I'm not sure what that is. It says on, off. I have the filter on, I believe. So that's on the on position. Here's where your power adapter goes. I don't have the cables that connect to the, I guess, the stereo output or input. You could probably pick those up at a local radio, electronics store. However, I did have an extra one of these, this is a new cable. This is a new cable I got here, and it plugs in the back over here, and I'm including this with it. It is brand new. It comes in a package. Okay, it's packaged, and I am giving this to you. It is new. It also comes with its AC power adapter. I'm sorry, folks, I got the wires because I was doing testing on it. So you got a Sony AC adapter here that comes with it. And I'm going to plug it in, but first I just want to talk about the condition about this here. For those who ain't familiar with this here, how it works, I wasn't sure how you power it on and off because I was looking for buttons on how to power it on. And apparently you got two headbands, the first one and the secondary one. And when you hit this on, when you turn this on, when this goes over your head, the top one, the first one, you see the light goes on? That's how it activates. Okay? And it's got the Sony logo in there. You can see that. This is a genuine Sony product, not a remake or anything like that. Now, here's the thing. The overall pads, they're not in the greatest condition, but, if you could live with it, oh, I don't want to burn the battery up. If you could live with it, it's not bad. I tried them on. I tested the unit. I had to. It doesn't really bother me. I think you could order these pads offline. Okay? Here's the thing. When they had this thing packaged, I just want to show you the full effect here. When they had this thing packaged, everything was all taped up. Okay, I don't know. I think my personal opinion, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, I think the workers over there, when they were packaging this thing, were very careless. My personal opinion, nothing. I like the people. I know a lot of them there, but I think when they got this here, they were probably in a hurry to get it out on the shelf because they're constantly moving merchandise in and out of there. And what happened was, I don't think you could see it in here. Maybe we'll bring it up a little closer. What happened was, folks, now you can see a little better. They put the tape along here, okay? And I tried to take it off very easily, and I couldn't do it, and I ended up taking off some of the material here. I don't know. It feels like a leathery type of stuff, but I don't think it is an actual leather. I don't know what this material is, but it feels like a soft leather, okay? But anyway, when I took the tape off, it ended up taking some of the material off. And what you have here is like it feels like a fabric, it's kind of like a fabric feel to it. It's got like a velvety feel to it. It doesn't, however, affect the way it plays. It plays really good. I was thinking the other day when I did a sneak peek video, I said, how am I going to do a demo on this here? And I said, how am I going to show this to the potential buyer that it does work? And I have a mic over here. This is my desk mic. Where is it? There we go. There you guys can see it there. This desk mic I use to record. This I'm recording right. Oh, that's what I'm recording right now on. So that's why this is what I use to record all my videos. And I figured, well, you know what? I'm going to try it out. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to see how it works. So what I did is I did a trial run, because every time I try to do live videos, something always happens. Battery's dead, or the computer breaks down on me. Or not that breaks down, but shuts off, whatever. I always had a problem trying to get the, to go forth with my video presentation, and something has to happen. So I tested it out, and I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna set this up, do a live video, and show you. What I do is, if you're probably wondering, well, how am I going to hear the speakers? How do I know they work? What I'm going to do is I'm going to place it over here. I'm going to do it live. You're going to hear it, and you're going to hear the speakers playing. The headphones, I should say, playing. So I like to do these things, make these videos, folks, so it's no smoke and mirrors here. This is not something that's pre-recorded. In other words, I do it, I videotape it, I stop it, I go back and what I'm saying? This is live. I like to do live videos. And I like to show you from start to finish that it works. So without further ado, I have a power cord here. Okay, you can't see it, but I do have a power cord I keep on my desk over here. And I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to show you. Now, the music, let me just screen share here. I can't play this too long, folks, because the copyright thing. I'm just going to play a little segment of it and let you hear the music, how it sounds on here, because it's kind of got like beat music. I could put classical music on, but I want to do a short segment. I don't know if it's going to go forth and be able to upload it on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If it does, I'm going to have to retake and reshoot the video again. But I'm going to play this. I'm going to play a brief segment of that video, of that music, and then I'm going to take it off as quick as possible. So try to listen to it the best you can, because it's going to probably be like a couple seconds, and I'm going to take it right off. Okay. So anyway, here's what I have to do. I'm going to plug this in the back here. I'm going to leave everything set the way it was here. It's on channel. Whoopsie! I don't want to break it here. It's on channel 2, and I'm going to leave it there. That's where you set the channel. That's the channel. That's the. I don't know what it is. It says a filter. It's on channel 2. It goes up to 3. So I'm going to keep it on channel 2. This is the AC adapter that comes with it. Plugs in. This again is a new cable I included in here. This connects to my computer's headphone jack. I got an HP that has it's front loaded, so I don't have to go in the back of my computer and connect it. So I'm going to plug this into my headphones jack on my computer. Okay, and I'm going to plug this in the back here. There's a little port here, a little hole, connected here for it, slot. Okay, so you got these two connected here. Now, if you're going to use this for your computer or home stereo, I'm not sure. I guess you could work it that way. I don't know. Okay, I'm just working it right now with my computer to show you guys that this is a functional, usable headphones, and it's a Sony. It's really good. I don't know what these went for brand new, but that's what we got going. I'm going to plug this in here. Oh, close this. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, with that being plugged in, you see the lights on. Okay. When these are in the cradle, the charging cradle, whatever I call it, when you got to recharge these up, folks, because these are wireless and they do have batteries in there, make sure you connect that to the right side, looking at it this way. I'll make sure that I'm going to burn that battery out. They don't have nothing to show you. And when you're doing it, when you're finished with it, you put in like that, and it should be charging. Now, when it gets, I think when it's fully charged, I believe it turns green, if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on it, okay? I think that's the way it works. They still have juice. They should still have juice in them. Now, again, I don't know how strong the batteries are. So if you have this thing and you're a person that likes to listen to music for hours on end, you might. I can't tell you you're going to get an hour's worth, 2 hours worth. I don't know the charge of these things, how much charge the batteries are going to hold. So please keep that in mind. If you get it and you're using it for over an hour, and you say, message me back, say, I had these things on, and after an hour the batteries died out. I can't help you with that. I'm sorry. The batteries in here, just to show you, if you have to change the batteries or you want to buy updated batteries, there's a little. Let me make it again bigger so you can see, folks, so I can see what I'm doing here. Let me just make this big again. There's a button over here you push, right? And let's see if I could do this here. I don't want to damage anything. When you push that button in, there's the batteries. They're special batteries. Now, I know you're probably looking at it and say, oh, they look like They look like AAA batteries. They probably are the same size, but when you take these batteries out, they're like connected to these square little things. So I think they're special batteries you're going to need for it, folks, to be honest with you. I don't think you could put the AA batteries. You know something? Let's check it right now. I'll show you right now. I don't think they are going to be AA batteries. If they are, it's news to me. Look at the size of it here, folks. They're special batteries. Okay, look at the size of it here. Let me do it this way so you can see. Look at the size of it. Okay, so they're not. I don't think it's meant for that there. I don't think you can use these here. I'm not going to play around with this. I don't want to take a chance and damage your system, but I think you're going to have to have special batteries. You see, this is a AAA. You think it's almost the same length. As a matter of fact, it looks a little thicker, the other one. I don't know if you can see that. It looks a little thicker. I could be wrong, but looking at the size of it, folks, see? Looking at the size of it, the Sony batteries look a lot smaller. So keep that in mind. So if you get and you say, well, the battery's good, I'll put AAA batteries there. I don't think it's going to work for you, folks. I'll be honest with you. So that's my personal take on it. You do what you want. You know, once you become the owner of them, if you want to take a chance with it, you could do that. But if you have to replace them, you hit that little button, you snap it in. Okay? All right. Now, I'll put these back in a cradle again. Okay, I'm going to do the music thing now. Again, folks, I'm not going to keep it on too long. I'm going to put my mic here so you can see it live. You can see I'm doing this live. There's nothing here. I'm not going to stop the video and put music back in the background. You can hear everything live, okay? So I'm going to take it out of the cradle. Let's do this really quick here. Let's see what happens. If I have a problem with the folks, I'm going to have to reshoot it. This is what it's going to sound like without the speakers. I'm going to pull it out. You can hear my computer speakers. Okay, let's see. Okay, oops. That's what it sounds like, okay? I can't keep it on too long, all right? That's what it sounds like, okay. Now I'm gonna, whoops, now I gotta shut this off if it's, come on, shut off, guy. All right, let's go back here. So that's what it sounds like on my computer speakers, okay? Now I'm sure you heard that. Okay, now I'm gonna plug it in. Okay, now that disables my speaker, so now the music you hear is gonna come from here. So let me see if I could raise the volume up on here, all right? Remember, folks, I'm not going to keep this on long, so please try to enjoy the sound you got here. Okay. Now this is good. The music you're hearing is coming out of these speakers, not my stereo speakers. All right. Let me just do this first. Let me click this on. I hope this works. Okay. Now you notice I have to pull up. That's how it is. I'm only using a piece of music only because I know a lot of young people don't like beat music. Okay? That's it. That's it, folks. That's all you're going to hear. I'm sorry. I don't know because, again, you know, when you're playing music, certain types of music, you can't, you know, especially if it's copyrighted. I'm only doing this as a segment, like just a segue to let you hear. If there is a problem, I will reshoot the video again, so don't worry. I just want to put that little intro in there for you. That's why I told you it's only going to be a few seconds. I just want you to hear what it's going to sound like. Again, the music was coming from here and not my speaker. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take these out. Okay, here's the speaker wire I take out of my computer so I could hear my thing. So now, you know, this is my speakers. Okay, all right. That's coming out of my computer speakers, not these. All right. Okay, now I like it. It's a nice beat, by the way. Anyway, so that's what we got going on here. This is what you're gonna get with it. I didn't put this in here because I wasn't sure about the cable. I didn't think I had one laying around. So I have a brand new cable that's going to be included with it. It's going to be wrapped up and packaged and stuff with it. If you do have any questions, folks, about this item here, the Sony headset, please don't hesitate to contact me by eBay messaging system. You know, I used to always say contact me at my personal email address, but that's against eBay's policy there. You're not supposed to do that, and I'm sorry. I've been telling people that, you know, to contact me that's not really right to do. However, on YouTube, if people want to contact me on YouTube or whatever, leave a comment in there. I guess, you know, maybe that's what I meant it for for the YouTube people, but when you're using embedded videos on eBay, I don't think they really want you to do that, because it's you know, the way I understand it with eBay is they don't want you to drive, you know, you don't want to drive the traffic away from them. But this is what we got going on, folks. You know, I try to take the best pictures I could here. I try to get clean on it. Like you can see here, I don't have these cables. If I had these cables, I'd probably give them to you. I don't know if they connect into a stereo port. That's what I would think. This one here is the one I connected into my computer. And I connected it, just to let you know, on this one here, right here. I connected to my computer. I have headphone jack. I have one little icon that has headphones, and the other one has mic. So I connected this one into my computer headphone jack. Okay, but I got a front facing one, so it's not in the back. I have to dig in the back of my computer to connect it. I'm sure it has it back there too, because you probably don't want wires sticking out in the front. I have that going on. Let's see what else I got here. Of course, you can get the AC adapter, which came with it. Okay, here it is right here. That's the AC power adapter for it. That's what came with it, folks. That's the headset, what it looked like. You got, like I said, you got the first one, you got the secondary headband, the first headband and secondary headband. And you know something? When you have these on, folks, and you're playing music like that, if you crank it up a little, I mean, if I turned it up on my speakers, I tried, I went high, man, it almost blew my eardrums out. I mean, it sounds good. Sony makes good products when it comes to stereo stuff. I always tell people in some of my videos that with Sony's, I like my favorite two electronics is Sony's and Panasonic. I like those are my two favorite electronic brands for me anyway. That's my personal take on it, and I really like it a lot. I really like them. And you know, I tell you the truth, I was really contemplating even putting these up, because I wanted to keep them kind of for myself. I mean, I was walking in my backyard listening to the music, and you know, it's like, it sounds so good. I mean, you can only go so far with it, but I was in my backyard walking around the backyard with these headsets on, because I had to, you know, I was doing a trial test on it, test run, and I said, damn, these things play good, and they sound so nice. The sounds, clarity, crisp. Even walking outside away from the area here, because the receiver was in here, of course. It's got to be plugged in, and you know, to make it work. And when I was walking in the backyard, I was like, wow, look at this. I could cut the grass probably and listen to music and stuff. I said, wow, these things sound great. You know, they really do. I mean, I was contemplating on selling them. You know, I use the earbuds pretty much when I have to listen to stuff, like, you know, if I have to listen to stuff online where I don't want to distract anybody, if, you know, people are over, and I just want to keep it to myself. I got the earbuds I plug into, again, to my headphone jack on my computer, and I can listen like that. These are nice, okay. The only thing I wish, that when they taped it up, I really wished that they didn't put the tape along here. Like I said, that's the only thing that, now, in general, the pad itself is going to need to be changed. You know, like here, let me get this bigger, because every time it's like this, I can't see the full effect here. So like some of this here, so like this is the inside, like this one here. I would definitely change the pads, but you know what? If you're a person that's not too fussy about it, it's still soft. It doesn't do anything. It's not going to affect the sound the way it plays. It is still comfortable, very soft to the touch. You might want to change the pads. I think you could buy these pads. I mean, they're not in the greatest shape, like this one here, folks. So this one here, if you can see it, it's not in the greatest shape. Definitely, I would definitely change it. But if you can live with it, like, you know, you say, well, it's for me. You know, I don't care. I'm going to put them on. I'm going to work. It's not going to do anything. I mean, by doing it, it's only a matter of, you know, looks. You know, if you want this thing to look pristine and you don't want that type of thing, you could probably order the pads from. I don't know if you can get them from Sony. I don't know if you could order aftermarket ones. I don't know how to take them off. I'm not going to try to do that there. If you do get them, folks, and you do attempt to take them off, and something happens where something gets damaged or broken, please don't send them back to me, because I can't accept them broken. Okay, I'm not going to accept them broken. I don't know how to change the pads on them. I'm being upfront and honest. I'm sure there might be a simple way to do it. I don't know, but if you are the lucky buyer this year, and you know, you take them home and you put them on, you say, hey, the thing works great. I want to change the ear pads, whatever ear pads I call them, and you in process of doing that, you damage it, and where it doesn't work anymore, I cannot take them back. I will not accept a return. I'm sorry. I mean, you know, if you're gonna, you know, once you buy them, if you buy them, you say, I'm going to keep them, then hold on to them, keep them. But please, I can't take it back if you're gonna, take a chance and experiment, and we'll say, well, maybe he don't want to take a chance and change any. I don't have the earbuds to change anyway. I don't have them. Maybe you're probably thinking, well, if this guy don't want to change them, I'm going to take a chance and change them. But if you might break, because I know the speaker's back here somewhere, right? I don't know. I don't want to touch in there, but I don't want to have that. I don't want the responsibility of it. I know they work great. I mean, when you put them on in person and you listen to nice music, boy, they sound great. I have to honestly say they really sound great. And that's the only drawback I see. Everything else is clean. Secondary band, the first band, they're all nice and clean. Again, if you're not sure how to turn it on, if you're looking for a power switch, I didn't see one. There is a volume switch here, and there is a switch here for tune. What does it say? Tuning. I don't know if when you sync it up to different channels. Okay, so that's the only things I see here. This is not a button here. That's the button to open up the battery case. Remember that one on that one. Okay, and over here again, you have your volume button here. And you have one over here to tune. That's a tune button, okay? The battery's only on one side, this side. There's no batteries on this side as far as I know, okay? That's your right, it's on your left. I offer, folks, with this set here, I do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. And I also, again, I have it with best offer. So if you are interested, if you are the interested buyer in this here, I do offer a best offer. But do me a favor, folks. I have it listed, I believe, for $39.99. I got it right over here. It is for $39.99. I have one watcher watching it right now. So please, if you're going to come in with low ball offers, I can't take a low ball offer. If you're going to say, I'll give you $15 for it, $10, $20, I'm not going to take those offers. I'll tell you right up front. No, I'm just saying, to help you, to save time. Okay, I can't take those type of offers. I mean, if you want to make an offer, I'm willing to look at it. If it's like those price range, I'll have to automatically decline it. I can't go that low with these here. You might say to yourself, well, it's not pristine 100%. It's going to need to be, the earbuds are going to need to be replaced. I understand that, but for the most part, these things do play really good. They are in pretty good condition, considering, and I can't take low ball offers like that. So anything of that nature where it comes into really, low amounts, I'm not going to take them. I will decline. I think the price is fair. What I'm charging for these here, like I said again, you know who you're buying from. You're not buying from well, now they got it. They changed the badge. I don't know if you know that, guys. They used to have, they didn't have those little things around it there. Now they call it, used to be top rated plus, whatever. Now it's top rated. Well, it used to be, it had a different name to it there. They changed the badge. I know that the badge changed a little. Anyway, I stand by my word. I think if you are the buyer of these Sony headphones, I think you'll be very happy with them, with the performance with it. And again, in regards to the battery, I don't know how long the battery is going to hold the charge. I couldn't tell you that. Okay, but they do charge. They do charge up. I didn't let this thing charge up overnight because I don't think it's a good idea. And if you are the lucky buyer of these, I would make sure if you're going to charge them. I think when these are fully charged, the green light comes on. So you might want to keep an eye. You might want to put it someplace where you could keep an eye on every now and then. You don't want to overcharge batteries. I always heard that when you overcharge batteries, I don't know if you weaken them up or if you could damage them. So, with this here, again, I don't know much, how strong the batteries are. I don't know when this thing was manufactured. Probably has on the back here somewhere. So just keep that in mind when you're charging up the batteries on this thing here. And I believe when it's red is charging, and when it hits the green, I think it's fully charged. Again, keep that in mind. So anyway, folks, if you have any questions about this here, as you can see, it is on eBay right now. I got 5 views right now so far. I put it on, I think, the other day, so it is good till canceled. Okay, and that's the price I'm asking for it right now with the buy it now. If you don't want to add, wait. You want to wait to, or whatever. If you're gonna, I know a lot of buyers are gonna be doing their hunting and searching, and that's understandable. You want to get the best deal possible. But at least you know one thing from me, that you are getting an item that is working, and is the condition of it as well. I don't pull any punches. I don't sugarcoat anything. If you bought from me in the past, if you're, if you're, what do you call it there, a repeat buyer from me, you'll know how I package my items. This item will be packaged. Everything will be individually wrapped, okay? When I sell my items, this will come into plastic, will be wrapped in plastic, maybe padding around it. Each and every one of the components are going to be wrapped in plastic. Not that you're probably saying, well, what is that supposed to mean? But that's how I like to package everything up, to make sure everything's functional. And it's going to get to you in one piece. And as I always say in my videos, not in pieces. But that's how I like to ship my stuff, and it will be well packaged. And just in closing, folks, if you do decide to buy this, and you like what you see, and you decide to buy it, and when it comes to returns, if you do decide to return it, all I ask is please return it the same way I sent it to you. If it well packaged. I know a lot of buyers out there that get it, they're not going to rewrap it up in plastic. That's fine. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. That's up to you. But put the padding around it. However I send it to you, that's how I like to have it sent back to me. Because as I said once before in one of my videos, I sent the printer to a buyer, and the buyer decided at the last minute, 2 or 3 weeks into having the printer, which they didn't even use, to be honest with you. It's just like I sent it to them, and it did a round trip. It came back. It was like a round trip. It went to the house. It came right back, and they didn't even bother plugging it in. Didn't even bother taking the cords out. Nothing. They just bought it, decided they didn't want it. They sent it back to me after 2 or 3 weeks of owning it. Don't figure. Anyway, it came back to me, and it was damaged. From a working class printer, from a working printer that's supposed to be working, which was working and tested, it's now being sold for parts. So am I taking a loss on it? If I don't sell it, yes. If I can get something for it, what I pay for it, then okay, I'm all right with it. But again, I can't take things that come back broken. So as a seller to the buyer, just do me that favor. If you're going to buy this item from me, and any item for that fact, and not only from just for me as as a seller, all the sellers, all buyers should look out for the seller too. Like when you're buying something from somebody, try to send it back in the way they sent it to you. Send it back that way. Nobody wants to get broken items, because if this thing comes back broken, I really can't accept it. I can't accept a broken item. And what am I going to do? Sell it for parts? I mean, you can say, well, maybe you could sell the base or whatever, or maybe you could sell that headset. Maybe people could. I don't want to do things like that. It's a working, functional stereo headphones, and they're Sony's, and they're good. It's a good brand, a good make, and I tell you the truth. I mean, I was very debatable on selling these myself, but again, I don't use headphones all the time when I'm listening to certain segments on my computer. If I'm listening to the news or whatever, I usually use the earbuds if I don't want to disturb anybody. I don't really use the headphones, but these are nice, and you'll like them. But anyway, folks, that's what we got going on. If you like what I do with these videos, please email me. I mean, don't email. Please message me on the eBay messaging system if you have any questions you need any additional information. Feel free to do that. If you like what I do with these videos, please subscribe to my channel. And if you like that this video was helpful to you in making the decision, or just insightful to you, whatever, it gave you a little heads up as to what you're getting from me, give it a thumbs up. But thanks again, guys. I really appreciate you stopping by and checking out the video. Oh, here we go. I got bumped over here. I'm sorry, folks. Just check it out. Let me know what you think, okay, folks? I really appreciate it. But thanks again, and I will talk to you guys soon. Take care now.